because his coach will be on the other side.
That is certainly a factor to watch. Waters and Johns motivated. The only match of the day for Ben Johns, as Dave mentioned. Etta Wright does have a mixed doubles title to her name this season. She won it with Ben Johns earlier in her campaign. That was back at the Red Rock Open in April when Leigh Waters was taking her April break. Waters and Johns with 41 career mixed doubles titles together. Packed house here in Dallas. Waters back to serve.
Side out.
Quick sign out for Wright and Alshon.
0-0-1. Point.
There's a look at Leigh Waters,
1-0-1.
Alshon's coach, but not for this match because, of course, Leigh Waters on the other side.
Point. Two, 0-1. Point.
And right back to serve now on a 1 with Alshon.
Second serve. 3-0-2.
Great move from Ben right there. And I mean, the key here is getting off to a good start and staying in it and believing it. They've lost 2 tough battles with him. It's been best 2 out of 3.
Second serve.
Waters and John still looking for the scoreboard here on a 2.
0-3-2. Foot fault, right foot.
Wow.
Their
Okay,
football
Ben.
called on Ben.
Don't see that every day, obviously. But the energy that Christian needs to carry, because Etta's going to play solid, no doubt, but he will be the energy of that team.
Ooh.
Second serve.
How long for Etta Wright? Throws her hand up right away.
3-0-2. Oh, recall. 3-0-2.
That's nice from Christian. And this needs to be his most aggressive match of his life here. And I know the team on the other side is tough to deal with, but that's the opportunity. And a great start for these two.
Absolutely, 4-0.
Point. Timeout receivers.
Wide for Leigh Waters, who is trying to find her game early in game 1 in a 5-point hole. Could we have yet another upset brewing on center?
Second
And
serve.
Wright going toe-to-toe with Ben Johns.
She's played with him in tournaments when AL's not available, as well as with Seattle Pioneers, and won last year. So she's more familiar with Ben than many. That's awesome power from Christian Alshon to hit it through those two.
Go back.
5-1-1. Point.
Fantastic for Alshon again. I think the crowd is stunned. I think they're like, what is happening here?
It's definitely the vibe. Oh, Christian Alshon and his show continues.
I mean, I said play aggressive and take over the court, and this man is delivering. Wow.
7-1-1. Second serve.
Deep for Etta Wright. Well-placed shot by Ben Johns. And Christian Alshon and Etta Wright, they haven't lost a game in this tournament yet. And this is Alshon's 4th mixed doubles final with
7-1-2.
3 different partners. Played with Anna Bright, Catherine Parento, and now Etta Wright.
Side out.
Christian, where are you, dude? Etta hit a fall away 2-handed backhand in the middle. Go over there and crush that.
1-7-1.
Side out and 2 tries for Johns and Waters.
Second serve.
I mean, full send across the body of Anna Leigh, and she's late. That's a great shot.
1-7-2. Point.
The life from Anna Leigh Waters on the board again. The crowd
2-7-2.
trying to cheer her on.
Point.
Okay, a couple little messes on thirds, and Christian Alshon is friend. There were complications. He ended up favoring his right leg. Now he's had the full sleeve. It's down to more of a knee, just a smaller size sleeve on that knee. He had a perfect position in the race for singles, but he's had to scratch his way, and he scratched his way all the way out of the race here.
Point.
A little run for Johns and Waters. 7-4 looks a lot different than 7-1 just a moment ago.
4-7-2.
And here comes Anna Leigh Waters. You had them in the position you wanted them. You had to capitalize. A service opportunity ago. Waters back to serve now.
Look out.
That's so good. He's gotten it right now twice on that spot.
Yeah, she knows that it's coming. If Christian's dink goes just a little too far, and that one went a lot too far, and then he can hit 8 different spots.
Now a chance to tie it for Johns and Waters, who were down 6 a moment ago. Left side Waters, it's crushed by Etta Wright.
Well, they didn't give the whole lead back, but they got to get at least one here.
7-6-1. Second serve.
Just not the right footwork or anything there. Like, you don't need to be in a hurry there. Just throw that in the kitchen and then get up.
7-6-2.
Wow. No points for Alshon and Wright.
Yeah, he doesn't like to dink with the backhand if he can avoid it, and tried to run around it there and just got all jammed up. And I mean, some shot making from Etta right there had Leigh flying all over the court like it was a singles point, but can't capitalize.
Bird alert, Christian Alshon still alive and well.
6-7-2.
Ooh, just missing that one was Waters, stuck on 6. Alshon and Wright need to go if they want a chance in this one.
Yeah, it feels like they have to have this game to win this match.
Yes, I agree with you. Otherwise, give the world number 1 an inch, they're going to take a mile from you.
7-6-1. Second serve.
It's what he wants, just got to make it. Etta can show him a thing or two, because Etta is brilliant with that particular
7-6-2.
shot.
Again.
I mean, that's all on Christian.
Where's a better spot for it?
Just got to bounce. If I don't mind going back cross court, but if it travels that far, Etta is at his mercy. And then Etta's the one that looks all discombobulated. That isn't her fault.
6-7-1.
They're MLP teammates,
That's
too.
right.
Come on, man.
Big week for the Ranchers this last weekend.
So that works on a lot of people, but Alshon has seen that before, and she is one of the few people that will run around the forehand over there and then pull that backhand back down the line, and Alshon was home.
Point.
Oh.
Nice return and off the hook. Our Johns and Waters who tied at 7.
6 straight. Multiple chances to add to that 7 just haven't happened.
Right out.
Yeah, and Ben does not need that for singles. He is not there.
7-7-1.
Ran into the Michael Lloyd experience. Telling you, this new short hop lob of Etta's is fantastic.
Oh, it's deep. Christian Alshon goes for it.
And he's looked to the heavens about 5 times here trying to get that 8th elusive point, and he just hasn't been able to execute it.
Seven, 7-2.
Waters gets it back. That's now 3 service rotations that Alshon and Wright have been stuck on number 7.
7-7-1.
Hammer time right there.
Point.
Feathery drop from Ben Johns, silky smooth, and a 1-point lead goes back on the side of Leigh Waters and Ben Johns, who climb ahead.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty.
Sup, future me, and no bunions. How?
Lapiplasty.
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
Start here, but seem to be back into peak form, Dave.
Yeah, because we were like, wait a minute. That was a day that Leigh lost twice, and we thought we will never see that in the same day. And the start of this one, we were like, oh my goodness, is she going to lose 4 games in a row and potentially 2 matches? Obviously, this one has a long way to go, but Christian and Etta need to rally back here.
That's deep. Nice pressure from Etta Wright. Second serve.
Yeah, good stick on that first volley on the move. She's terrific at that.
I mentioned the Texas Rangers teammates, Etta Wright and Christian Alshon. They'll be in action later on in November in the semifinals. That's deep.
So you saw Etta handle that from Ben a little better that time because she gave ground off the kitchen line, and that just prolonged the agony, however. So 2 points from stealing game 1.
Waters is crashing. That one is deep side out for Alshon and Wright.
7-9-1. Second serve.
Gotta get up there. So many side outs here, Michelle.
7-9-2.
That's a terrific move from Alshon, and again, Etta Wright just not locked on to an inch from the kitchen line so she could reset the Ben Johns attack.
Oh.
Well, isn't this chaotic?
The short hop lob again from Etta Wright for the win. Tie game, 9-all.
It's just, it looks a little awkward, and it's so deceptive that you can't imagine that's going up over your head, and she gets that up and over easily over the fellas. Nice job, Etta and Christian, coming all the way back to tie it up.
Yeah, just when you thought they were maybe out of it and Leigh and Ben Johns were going to work their magic, we find ourselves in a tie game situation early, or late, I should say, in the first game. Best 3 out of 5 on Championship Sunday. Leigh.
I know why Anna Bright covers her mouth with her hand. Leigh's just trying to hide the strategy there from our camera that's right there following along, and can't thank our hard-working Tennis Channel crew enough for bringing you these pictures from the sky, from the court itself. It's a privilege for Michelle and I to get to sit here and call it, and thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon at the biggest event in the history of our sport.
It's been an unreal week of pickleball. Started with Major League Pickleball last weekend, where the Texas Rangers took out one of the best teams in the league, DC, the Dallas Flash. The home team advancing to the semis in Orlando in a couple of weeks. And Pickleball Boulevard's been full of concerts and entertainment.
Drone
show, everything, and much more. Speaking of drones, here's a look from our drone of Proton Championship Court. And right back to serve, looking to earn game point. That's deep. And Ben Johns gets it back. Avoids that thought for now.
991. Second serve.
Whoa.
Nine 9-2.
You don't see that all that often.
Oh no, Etta. Don't give it to him.
Game points for Waters and Johns.
Game point.
I like that. Alshon, just make him think about it. He knows the pace that AL plays at.
10-9-2.
Not a great drive from Ben because it was high, so Etta was able to handle it pretty easily.
9-10-1. Second serve.
Right back at him. That was a better drive. Just sometimes you get beat and you got to tip your cap. That is an
9-10-2.
awesome volley right here from Leigh. Oh boy.
Right
On the
out.
serve.
Etta.
Game point.
Two tough misses down the stretch here.
Game point number 2 for Ben and Leigh.
10-9-1. Point game.
Into the net, another unforced error, and Ben Johns and Leigh Waters survive game 1, to say the least. They take it by a margin of 2 points, 11-9 the final, and we will be right back with our next game 2 out of the break.
New Vulcan ball.
They
Game
got
2,
stuck
time.
at 7, some
0-0-2.
bad decision making, and a little bit better play from the couple of goats spotted here in Dallas. And I worry for Christian and Etta early in game 2. Especially if absolute missiles are being launched at them from Ben Johns.
0-0-1.
Wild to see Ben in only just one event. That's how tight the field has gotten. Oh, counter just long for Alshon.
How about only one event quarters on?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yes.
Great performance from CJ Klinger and Kwong Tuong earlier in the week to knock out the Johns brothers. Michael Lloyd, you mentioned, in singles, will be in action later on tonight.
Point.
2-0 lead. Feels a bit more deflating against these two, given the way that game 1 ended.
Yeah, that's why I was like, just get yourself going, wipe it. It's a best of 5. You're okay, but not if you're going to let them come roaring back again.
Point.
And Ben Johns is just going off right now. 3-0 lead in game 2.
Yeah, at the beginning of game 1, Alshon was outplaying everybody. He's not getting the looks now because the level has risen from the top team, and Etta is doing a lot of defending now, and that's never fun.
3-0-1. Point.
And
Timeout receivers,
timeout,
4-0-1.
and disaster has struck. 7-1 feels like an eternity ago, Michelle.
4-0 lead for Waters and Johns, looking for their 42nd title together as a team. We're going to step aside as Alshon calls the timeout.
Great things happen when good friends get together. So grab a glass, amigo. Our tequila is your tequila. Our casa is your casa.
Welcome back to the Lapiplasty Pickleball World Championships. Crowd going nuts for a Selkirk paddle given out on the court. Jordan Paxton delivering some hardware for these pickleball fanatics at the Brookhaven Country Club. An epic week of pickleball we've had. And Leigh Waters back to serve, protecting a 4-point cushion.
Point.
And protecting the right side of her body very well there with the speed up down the line. Was able to get it down just enough, and
5-0-1.
goading continues.
Second serve.
That's a dangerous spot, but Christian gets away with it as Ben punches it deep. That's a great return. Etta missed a few down the stretch. That was good. Had Anna Leigh falling away, so got to go now. Let's get rid of the ugly, ugly 0.
Oh, deep for Alshon.
I just love the read from Ben there. He was going to put that away because he saw Christian put his head down and turn his body away. Oh, the Burt. Sesame Street is alive and well there. Etta had a chance to get it back, but couldn't find the alley.
5-0-1.
Yeah, and the paddle abuse from Alshon over there. That just looks painful, dude. And we'll keep an eye on Kate Fahey later, who, wow.
Yes,
but,
she said she's working on it.
Okay, she has told me that personally. But the dinking behind Christian, he wants to be aggressive in the middle, and they didn't get his feet reset, and that's why the paddle happened there. Wow, and Ben gets tagged. What a pace on that. Much better, but that's only earned them one side out here.
6-0-2. Foot fault, right foot.
Ooh,
Point.
that doesn't help the cause for Wright and Alshon.
Mr. Price. Oh, the price is very right here. Yeah. That will not get overturned, and it's November 10th, and the players have had to...
And freezing earlier this week.
After
Here's Jim.
fault call stands. Loss of challenge, loss of timeout. You have 0 timeouts remaining, 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 7-0-2.
I'd love to see Jim say, "You're darn right, my foot fault call was correct."
I got Anna Leigh on 7.
And Leigh is the second server.
Time in. 7-0-2.
Missed it.
Tied out.
Few of those today. A couple in the women's doubles match.
0-7-1.
Crowd wants a comeback.
Second
Great angle
serve.
from Ben.
Just way too high on the third, though. Anytime Ben starts a rally, taking that fourth out of the air, it's just so hard to recover from that.
Oh.
You want to talk about having bad intentions from running all the way from the corner. She knew exactly what she was going to get and wasn't changing her mind. Slammed it into the net, though.
Point.
So this is how the match started. Alshon just everywhere with pace,
2-7-2.
winning the hands exchanges, and unfortunately that's the way the first game ended, with mistakes at inopportune times.
7-2-1.
Oh.
Point.
Just mishit and stays in.
Here's another look at it.
I thought we might get Tweener King, but he was too close to the video board.
And Leigh on the run.
And Jim Price was suddenly in play there as Anna Leigh came flying up there.
8-2-2.
Back to serve now on a 2. Oh.
Great read right in front of Dad.
I was just going to say, almost got Steven involved in the play.
And this is one of the widest center courts we'll have. It's not as wide as Grandstand, which is the Pacific Ocean over there. And that actually really helped last night, Elise Jones and Hurricane Tyra Black, because they throw it up in the air, but you have room to cover the angles. Again, the drives that are high are just getting demolished from Anna Leigh and Ben.
Another look at said demolished overhead. Love that angle from Alshon.
(8-2-2).
Oh, that is too good from Anna Leigh Waters.
There's nothing worse than turning around and seeing it land like that, and Alshon's like, yep.
Especially when you see a 17-year-old straight ahead.
9-2-2.
Salt in the wound. Great stuff from Anna Leigh Waters.
That's a rare miss from his most dangerous gift. But a ugly score line here for Etta and Christian.
Second serve.
I believe we have one more bronze medal match to go on the day, and it includes Federico Staksrud, who's on next for men's singles on center. I believe maybe wants to play that singles match before the bronze medal.
And Rachel Rohrabacher would like the opposite of that, because she's hunting down points to get above the cut line in mixed doubles.
9-2-1.
Wow. Alshon makes Anna Leigh Waters eat that, remembering that shot she just burned him down the line with.
9-2-2.
Good partner communication there, so they keep him at 9.
2-9-1. Second serve. Two 9-2.
Wow. And the angle on the outer edge of the perimeter from Ben Johns on that backhand side. So good.
9-2-1.
After an unbelievable get from Etta, and just give me the ball back, please.
Point.
Game points for Johns and Waters.
10-2-1. Second serve. Game point.
Well deep on the third for Anna Leigh Waters. Game point number 2.
10-2-2. Tied out.
And that a big streak for Ben is on the line here, as he's had
2-10-1.
a gold medal and I believe 29 tournaments in a row, and this was his only shot, and he was down 7-1, but things have gotten obviously a lot better.
Second serve.
Yeah, 29 is the number with at least one gold medal. 69 tournaments played, earning at least one medal of any kind. It's crazy to consider the numbers on that streak.
That's a great angle by Alshon, winning that cross-court battle finally.
3-10-2. Point.
Bus driver Anna Leigh is trying to encourage Ben, and she will put a timeout together without Ben's knowledge faster than anybody.
Bounces on a cookie given from Ben Johns.
This party started with Pro Pickleball on the Carvana PPA Tour.
Going international next year, too.
Yeah, a long chat with our friends from Australia who are here getting ready for that in January, and they're so excited to see this and then be a part of this growth as well. So that's going to be so much fun.
Oh,
second serve.
Apology
Game
delivered
point.
from Christian Alshon after tagging Ben in the upper shoulder on its way off the tape. Game point number 4 now for Ben and Anna Leigh.
10-5-2.
Oh,
A shriek of dismay.
was that Christian?
Yes.
After losing women's doubles today, that number did not climb any higher. Ben Johns with 139.
She is coming for him, and she already passed him. There was the Triple Crown race. She just blew right past him.
Right.
Ben just hasn't been able to do all three. He and CJ had a rough summer where they did not win at all. Then he had the little ankle injury where he sat out some singles, and he's a 4-0 player, apparently.
We only got one Triple Crown this year, actually. Yeah. I mean, we say surprisingly, but really the field has just filled out so heavily, especially on the men's side, to be fair.
Yeah,
it was once an expectation, and now it really is that coveted.
Yes, it's an accomplishment on the men's side right now. And now Etta Kirsten just can't do that to her. You guys got an MLP title to play for. Stop doing that to your partner. Yeah, and then Anna Leigh, the credit to her, she has widened the gap from 1 to 2. Just let that settle in.
If you were a general manager, Brian DeWidgeon in the situation for the Texas Rangers, watching your team play, I would love to get your notes, maybe on the side of Etta Wright and Christian Alshon, what you would tell them ahead of Orlando. My gosh.
I would be saying I am thrilled you made it to the final. You were up 7-1 in game 1. Then you hit a little bit of a lull. Let's figure out what you were feeling and why that happened. You're not going to play a team as good as Ben and Anna Leigh.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just not. So we love where you're at. This is nothing but positive if I'm with the Ranchers. And why not come back and win this match while we're at it and have all the confidence in the world? I understand that is a tough task, dropping the first 2. As we said, I felt like they had to cash that first game, and they just couldn't get it done. I cannot even fathom the shot selection Ben just threw together there. Wow.
0-1-2.
Speaking of that, what a sequence there for Ben Johns. Sign out, no points to speak for Alshon and Wright.
Yeah, because, you know, Ben realizes this is the biggest tournament ever, and he's only getting one appearance on the main court on Sunday. That's a rare sight for him. Oh, left side AL, look out. Make your dinks, Ben. Oh, Etta. I wanted Anna Leigh to do something crazy.
Well, he made his dinks.
He did. He's right side, steady right side that we want him to do.
Would love to see Anna Leigh play the left just for a tournament, for a full tournament in mix. That'd be fun.
It would be a problem.
For the opponents?
Yeah, so not for her. Yes, just to be clear with who the problem is.
Point.
And now Ben gives Christian the same ball Christian's been giving Ben, but he doesn't make it.
Yes. Three, 0-1. Second serve.
Great take there from Alshon. Goes with the almost the tomahawk over there down, and Anna Leigh had no chance.
3-0-2. Point.
Frustrated kick there from Alshon, and it is starting to fall apart here. 4-0. And again, he can't go over and talk to his coach. That is not a small thing when you're used to having that throughout the tournament.
0-4-1.
And she's sitting right there. I mean, she couldn't be closer to him.
Second serve.
That's a tough take for the right side player to take the ball back across their body with a two-handed backhand. That's really good from Anna Leigh.
0-4-2. Point.
Not a good strike from Ben there.
1-4-2.
And they're on the board. Right, Alshon. And Wright was a little more ready for that roll out of the air that time, but into the net it goes.
Yeah, and Alshon's getting pushed back, and then he's trying to cut it all the way back cross court and make it bounce, and just a tough shot.
Second serve.
And Ben sits on the ball out of the air, so he will never be surprised at the opportunity. He adjusts and let it bounce. So if you watch his paddle positioning,
4-1-2.
that's why he is so deadly with that.
Point.
Can't hit it over in two, unfortunately.
No, bumps that spike is your background.
Annalise Jones.
Oh, she was terrific with the overheads last night,
I know. I was just
too.
going to say, using that skill for sure.
Yes, and the diving, my goodness. She was
Here's
on
5-1-2.
full layout, full superwoman.
5-1-2 lead now.
Thank you, fans, for helping us grow this sport at home. We cannot thank all those groups enough. It's our privilege to get to call it. And that's just disgusting right there.
Just shrug your shoulders and send it back.
Ben's like, hey, man, she did it. I didn't do anything.
A little
6-1-2.
curtsy will do, Ben. Just kidding.
Okay.
Waters
Man, they're
going
playing,
back to the left.
They're playing with their food now. That is bad news.
One 6-1. Second serve.
What in the world? Leigh didn't even come like to the line after she returned there. What is happening here?
1-6-2. Side out.
Wow, and like 3 squares up for Alshon, and sometimes, and it's not. I hate using this word, but it's what it feels inevitable, and you try to fight through it, and it's hard, and then you try to do too much, and that's what it looks like.
7-1 lead for Waters and Johns
7-1-1.
in the closing stretch of another Grand Slam title.
Oh my, Alshon looks back and just cannot believe that caught.
Eight 1-1.
Oh, and
Point.
a near breaking of his paddle for
Yeah.
Christian Alshon. You feel
Timeout
for
receivers,
him.
9-1-1. Time in. 9-1-1.
Oh, a little craftier on the backhand. Rope through a little extra sauce on that one.
9-1-2.
Three for 3.
And a right lined up and loaded.
Fantastic rally for Etta there, and guess what? It's on tape now, so the rest of the field in mixed and in women's is going to see when she does that little funky tap dance. It's going over your head, and it is a beauty.
Funky tap dance.
Second serve.
And wasted no time to bury this one. Just textbook form, start to finish.
And now you try to put it in the middle, and it travels too far. So Christian has really been beaten on that cross-court dink battle a lot just from the depth of his replies. There's plenty of room. There is a Drew DeHennis in the way over there, but
9-1-2. Side out.
His third and stuck on 9 for a couple of rotations.
1-9-1. Second serve. One 9-2. Point.
There we go. Christian
man.
Alshon activated.
well done.
2-9-2.
Oh, that is pretty.
Tied out.
Ben Johns hits the Ernie out of the air.
Yeah, because you feel like, oh, I'm going to slide this down the line. He's been creeping over into the middle, and then he's over there. But, I mean, the anticipation was massive there. That was excellent.
Point. Match point.
Championship point for Ben Johns and Annalie Waters.
10-2-1.
Oh.
Foot fault.
Oh,
Shot.
no.
Point. Game.
Foot fault on Christian Alshon. 11-2, the finish in game 3. A perfect sweep, and Annalie Waters and Ben Johns